Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. I definitely have a few things that I want to get into here today. I saw some things kind of floating around that little piqued my interest. And I do have to be honest, I have some opinions on it. This is going to be another video about Jungkook and his dating. But this time it's apparently about the fact that people think that JYP knows about this. Now I want to clarify, this is not an attack on Jungkook dating whoever or if he's dating or whatever it is. You can have your opinions and your theories. But I definitely, when hearing these theories, are going to have my own theories and my opinions. So this is what this video is about. I have some thoughts and I want to say them. We also have an update on Twitter where RM was apparently caught in a fire, and this was on the Smirado Books Twitter account, and I definitely want to get into my theories and thoughts on that. Anyway, if you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now also make sure you watch all my videos to the end if you do want to show your support. That really helps out quite a bit, so thank you so much for doing that. Anyway, let's start with the floating theories involving Jungkook and Chewie, which is what this video is about. I don't know where this started or why people picked these two to ship together. I've mentioned this before initially when I made my first video about it. It feels a little bit random. Just like two completely different groups, it just feels very random. Like the way that I feel like Chewie and Jungkook are being shipped together, I feel like you can do that with any two people. And then with any two people, you could have similar theories, right? Let me explain. Now, if you don't know what the theory has been going on recently, there's theories that since BTS and TWICE have once had very similar makeup artists, now this is something that apparently K-pop industry professionals, hosts, TV judges, whatever have spoken about before, that this is how K-pop idols date privately. They have a stylist, they exchange messages and gifts through the stylist to the other artist. This way, the two K-pop idols that are dating, that are apparently in different groups, can give gifts, messages, clothes, all that stuff, and they never actually have to be seen together. Which is actually pretty smart for K-pop idols to do this, if they do it. But oftentimes, these TV hosts, or whoever you want to call it, also talk about when K-pop idols wear very similar products to each other. This to them often means that they could have went overseas, bought gifts for each other, and decided to exchange those gifts so that they would have a cute matching couple outfit. However, my theory is, if this is like a well-known thing, they likely wouldn't wear the gift in public, or try very hard not to be seen wearing it at all, especially jewelry. Like, they just wouldn't do it. Also, whatever Jungkook wears is picked out by a stylist, right? And it's likely if they were gifting each other through the stylist would be like, oh no, we're not going to wear that today. But also, they probably wouldn't match the jewelry unless it matches their concept. BTS usually likes to do like dark things, so they can't just wear like a sparkly diamond bracelet, expect it to be part of the concept. This is for example, of course. Also, whatever Jungkook wears would currently be something that is in season, would be something that is very, very popular and trendy right now. I mean, this is their job as a stylist, right? To make sure that the K-pop idol comes out with the most trendiest outfits. Chances are when a singer or regular person goes shopping, they're not looking for what the most trendiest thing is. They're just buying whatever looks good. So whatever they're currently looking at or buying is probably last season or something that was a little bit older. And they would never have the opportunity to wear it at a public event or anything like that, because a stylist would then choose them to wear something else. And another thing is because if these items are like trendy shoes, bracelets, whatever, it is likely that the idols are wearing it because that is currently what is in right now. So I don't think this is a correct theory, at least for these two. I also think that their labels would probably know if TWICE and BTS were dating. I think the label might be aware of the two biggest groups and then be super cautious of everything that they're doing, and the stylist would be aware too. Like, hey, let's not leak this stuff to avoid a scandal. Like, it's so weird to me when people think that just because two people are dating, they have to show it one way or another. Like, they publicly have to do something to hint towards it. Like, Jungkook could literally be dating a non-celebrity and we would have no idea because he would have to completely hide it. Jungkook isn't doing this and like dropping hints just to hope that we'll eventually find out. He's not like leaving clues for us to piece together like a scavenger hunt. This is not a game to him. This is his career on the line. Now, recently, after going online and seeing everything, this is where the interesting part comes in. Netizens were saying that JYP knows about the whole dating thing. They know about Chewie, they know about Jungkook, whatever. There were kind of K-pop prediction accounts or Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts, whatever. I was looking into these very deeply. And personally, I couldn't find any information specifying on how they know that JYP would know this. Like, if JYP knows something, they'll probably just say it. JYP's rules is after 3 years, a girl group can actually date. So TWICE actually debuted in 2015. So if JYP wants to come out and say something, they can say something. And Big Hit has also said they don't care if the members date either. However, there's two scenarios, right? Let's play devil's advocate. The first one could be, it's not true and they're not dating, right? But the other one is, if the two are actually dating, they might be uncomfortable with officially coming out with the statement statement confessing that they are dating, meaning the relationship could have just started. They're clearly not comfortable coming out and saying, hey, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. So by doing this, if they even had any chemistry together, they would kind of be like, okay, we have to separate now. Another reason they wouldn't come out and say that they were dating anyone if they were dating someone is that their main problem could be the fact that maybe the fans aren't supportive and death threats and all that sort of thing. However, a lot of armies and dumplings on this channel seem to be very supportive of the fact that BTS could be dating, or very open to the idea. So maybe it won't be that bad. Jungkook could date me quietly. Also, Chewie can too, but it'll also have to be quiet because I don't want Jungkook to know. Now, I do want to say a lot of things that I'm saying is an opinion. I don't know them personally, and I don't really know the situation personally either. I definitely don't want to send any hate to any Jungkook shippers. It seems to be a very strong and growing ship. So this is just my personal opinion that I don't believe there could be anything going on with them. There is definitely a lot of tea lately with Jungkook. There's a lot of stuff that has definitely been popping up on my feed. I just want to clarify, I'm not like a special anti all the other members of BTS except Jungkook. Because if you look, you can see that all my videos I've spoken about pretty much every member of the group. I just choose to talk about whatever pops up in front of my feed, on the front page of YouTube or whatever's currently trending on Twitter. That is of course about BTS. Speaking of which, RM has recently been on Twitter, and the topic of discussion within the Smirato's books, they have been kind of updating quite a bit. Now, Smirato Books, one is a Twitter account, but it's also like a storyline that follows BTS. It references the most beautiful moments in life series that BTS did. Now, this series and storyline is introduced to us within their music videos. So if you go back to their old music videos and you kind of watch them consecutively, you'll see a story there. They recently stopped doing that, but obviously there's theories now of them continuing to do that with their new release. A lot of people have asked me to make a full analysis video on the whole thing, what the story is and theories and all that stuff. So if you definitely want to see that, let me know. But if you aren't aware, the storyline that is within their music video, if you just piece a lot of their old music videos together, you'll start to see a full story of either members dying, violence, jail, attacking people, stories of abuse, being happy, sad, broke, and suicide even. Recently, with the brought back of the storyline, the Smirato Books Twitter account started updating again, and they basically update little stories, and of course they started to post little snippets and things like that. We love a snippet. Which a very interesting thing they started to do and implement, which I don't believe they did before, was polls. So every little snippet that they put out with a little bit of a story there, it's like a few paragraphs or whatever, and then they'll give you an A and B option, and you basically get to choose how you want the story to go and which like ending they would like to see. I do remember some armies basically saying that we would be deciding the ending, and I guess this is what they meant. Only I personally don't believe that it would have mattered what we picked. I think the ending would have still been the ending, but then this time we just can't complain because we picked it. But one of the recent ones talks about a dream of RM dying and being caught up kind of in a fire. It says this, by the way, spoiler alert, you can go read the other posts and the other snippets leading up to this one. This is kind of the most recent one. But it says, I had the nightmare again. I watched as Namjoon was dying in a burning container, and I also saw Seokjin watching the whole thing with his soulless eyes. Does my nightmare have something to do with Seokjin being so changed? How long will this nightmare continue? The map of the soul. Seokjin said he needed it to find it in order to end everything. His suffering and my nightmare. Can we end everything if we find the map of the soul? Now, I don't know if the official title of the album has been released, but I know that the new single is called Dynamite. So my theory is that this will be the end of the map of the soul era. And maybe this new album won't be a map of whatever, but it will be the thing that they were looking for. Like it'll be called We Found the Soul or something. Okay, I'm literally a clown. As I've looked into this video, it literally says that the new album is going to be called The Map of the Soul. So if by the time this video has been released and they actually do have an album name and it's already out and I just can't find any information on it, you guys are 100% allowed to clown me because I deserve it. But either way, whether the theory is valid or not, I am excited for the release of the new song, August 21st. Mark your calendar, Dynamite. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon, kind of check things out over there. Anything you contribute over there really helps kind of give back to this channel, really help me make better videos, all that stuff. So I really appreciate you going ahead and doing that. You can also get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, anything you want to recommend, you can do so over there as well. Link in the top of the description down below. You can also see 2 videos that will appear on the screen at the end of the video. Click on one of those. I'll see you over there. Bye.